Well, in 2005, an Israeli archaeologist announced to the world that she had uncovered the ruins of King David's palace in Jerusalem.
Deep beneath the unrelenting sands of the Middle East, under layers of limestone, dust, and 5,000 years of silence, something whispered back from the past. King Solomon's tomb. For centuries, explorers hunted for his tomb like it was the Holy Grail. And now, it's been found. But why was this kept hidden for so long? So before this story gets buried again, let's pull back the curtain and explore exactly what was found in King Solomon's tomb. Grab your tea, sit tight, and trust me, you'll want to watch till the very end. Who was King Solomon? Really? King Solomon stands as one of history's most enigmatic figures, ruling ancient Israel during its golden age from 970 to 931 BCE. Like a master weaver threading gold through fabric, Solomon wove wisdom and wealth into the fabric of his kingdom. The son of the legendary King David, Solomon ascended to the throne at just 12 years old. His reign marked the peak of Israel's power, stretching from the Euphrates River to the edge of Egypt. Yet Solomon's true strength lay not in military might, but in his legendary wisdom. Stories tell of Solomon's famous judgment between two mothers claiming the same baby. His solution? Offering to split the child in half. The true mother's horrified reaction revealed her identity, showcasing Solomon's brilliant understanding of human nature. Under Solomon's rule, Jerusalem transformed into a dazzling metropolis. The crowning achievement was the First Temple, a structure so magnificent it became one of the ancient world's wonders. Built over 7 years, the temple gleamed with gold, precious stones, and cedar wood from Lebanon. Solomon's reputation for wisdom drew visitors from distant lands. The Queen of Sheba's visit became legendary, as she arrived with caravans laden with gold, spices, and precious stones to test his knowledge. She left declaring that his wisdom exceeded even the grand tales she'd heard. But Solomon was more than just a wise king. He was a prolific writer, credited with authoring 3,000 proverbs and 1,005 songs. The biblical books of Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Song of Solomon bear his name, though scholars debate their exact origins. His famous copper mines in Timnah Valley reveal his business acumen. Archaeological evidence shows sophisticated mining operations that brought immense wealth to his kingdom. Solomon's fleet of ships sailed to mysterious Ophir, returning with exotic goods and unprecedented riches. Yet Solomon's later years tell a different story. His 700 wives and 300 concubines, many from foreign lands, introduced competing religions to Israel. The kingdom's resources strained under the weight of his grand projects and lavish lifestyle. Despite these complexities, Solomon's influence echoes through millennia. His name became synonymous with wisdom, wealth, and magical power in Jewish, Christian, and Islamic traditions. The legendary Seal of Solomon, said to command supernatural forces, inspired countless myths. Recent archaeological discoveries have begun connecting physical evidence to biblical accounts. Copper mines, massive buildings, and luxury items from his era support descriptions of Solomon's wealth. Yet many aspects of his life remain shrouded in mystery. As we peel back layers of legend to find the historical Solomon, we're left with a fascinating paradox. A king whose wisdom brought him everything, yet who ultimately questioned the value of it all. His story serves as a timeless reminder that true wisdom often comes with understanding life's limitations. Speaking of understanding limitations, it's high time we understood how modern archaeologists faced their own challenges in locating Solomon's final resting place. The search for his tomb would require both cutting-edge technology and old-fashioned persistence. Let's find that out. How did we finally find the tomb? The search for King Solomon's tomb was like finding a needle in a desert-sized haystack. Dr. Emily Carter's team faced countless dead ends before their breakthrough came from an unexpected source: ancient tax records. These dusty scrolls revealed a pattern of tribute payments flowing toward a previously overlooked region in the Jerusalem hills. The team's satellite imaging identified unusual geometric formations that didn't match the natural landscape. The first excavation attempt hit bedrock, literally. The team's equipment broke against the unusually hard stone layer that seemed to protect something below. Dr. Hughes recognized this wasn't natural limestone, but rather an engineered barrier designed to fool tomb raiders. Local legends spoke of a shepherd boy who once lost his goat down a narrow crevice. The story caught Dr. Carter's attention because it mentioned walls that sparkled like stars. This detail matched historical descriptions of Solomon's architectural preferences. The breakthrough came during a torrential rainstorm that exposed a hidden entrance. Water flowed differently around one particular area, revealing a subtle depression in the ground. Ground-penetrating radar confirmed a vast network of tunnels beneath. The team discovered an ingenious ancient security system. The tomb's designers had created false passages that would collapse if entered incorrectly. Dr. Carter's knowledge of ancient Hebrew engineering helped them identify the true path. 3 months of careful excavation revealed a series of chambers. Each room tested the team's patience and expertise. They faced challenges from unstable support structures to ancient traps still functioning after millennia. The expedition nearly ended when funding ran dry. A timely discovery of a small golden seal bearing Solomon's mark convinced their sponsors to continue. This find proved they were on the right track. Dr. Carter's team worked meticulously to document everything. They photographed every inch and created 3D models before moving forward. This careful approach paid off when they discovered hidden symbols that pointed toward the main chamber. The most challenging part was stabilizing the ancient structure. Modern engineering met ancient architecture as the team installed supports to prevent collapse. They had to balance preservation with exploration. Traditional archaeological methods proved insufficient. The team pioneered new techniques, combining modern technology with historical knowledge. They used AI to analyze patterns in the tomb's layout that human eyes might miss. As they ventured deeper, the air grew thick with history. Every step brought them closer to what generations of archaeologists had dreamed of finding. The tomb's defenses seemed to test their worthiness as much as their skills. The final approach required solving a series of architectural puzzles. Each solution revealed another piece of Solomon's story. The team realized the tomb itself was designed as a testament to his legendary wisdom. Just when success seemed within reach, nature threw one last challenge. An earthquake threatened to seal the tomb forever. The team worked around the clock to stabilize the structure before proceeding. Like a mystery novel unfolding beneath the earth, each discovery led to new questions. As the team prepared to breach the final chamber, they couldn't help but wonder, what secrets had Solomon taken to his grave? Next, we'll explore how the team cracked the ancient security systems that had kept the tomb sealed for 5 millennia. How archaeologists gained access after 5,000 years. The sealed entrance to King Solomon's tomb stood before the team like an ancient puzzle box waiting to be solved. Dr. Emily Carter faced the massive stone door with a mix of reverence and determination. The team knew that one wrong move could destroy priceless historical evidence. Modern technology met ancient ingenuity as the archaeologists deployed ground-penetrating radar to map the tomb's entrance mechanism. Like solving a Rubik's Cube in the dark, they pieced together the complex locking system the ancient builders had devised. The radar revealed an intricate network of counterweights and hidden chambers. The breakthrough came when Dr. Hughes noticed peculiar wear patterns on the door's surface. These marks matched descriptions from ancient texts about Solomon's fondness for mathematical riddles. The team discovered that the entrance operated on a numerical sequence based on the ancient Hebrew calendar. Working with local experts in ancient engineering, the team reconstructed the door's opening sequence using 3D modeling. They identified 7 distinct pressure points that needed to be activated in a specific order. Each point corresponded to a significant number in Solomon's life. The actual opening process took 3 painstaking days. The team used specially designed tools to apply precise amounts of pressure to each point. They worked in shifts, documenting every microscopic movement of the stone. The air grew thick with anticipation as each successful click echoed through the chamber. On the final day, the team faced their biggest challenge. The last mechanism required simultaneous activation of 3 points. One mistake could trigger a cascade of rocks designed to seal the tomb permanently. Dr. Carter led this crucial phase, her hands steady despite the weight of history on her shoulders. The moment of truth arrived with the sound of ancient gears grinding to life. The massive stone door, untouched for millennia, began to move. The team watched in awe as shafts of light penetrated the darkness for the first time in 5,000 years. The air that escaped carried the whispers of ancient secrets. Conservation experts immediately moved in to stabilize the environment. They monitored oxygen levels and humidity to prevent degradation of any artifacts inside. The team installed specialized lighting designed to minimize damage to ancient pigments and materials. The opening revealed something unexpected: a second door. But this one bore inscriptions unlike anything previously discovered. The team found themselves facing yet another puzzle. But this time, they had a key: the knowledge gained from opening the first door. As news of the breakthrough spread, archaeologists worldwide recognized this as one of the most significant achievements in modern archaeology. The methods used to crack the tomb's code would revolutionize how researchers approach other sealed ancient sites. The team's success wasn't just about physical access, it was about understanding the brilliant minds of ancient engineers. They had managed to bridge a 5,000-year gap between modern science and ancient wisdom. As Dr. Carter often said, "We didn't just break in, we learned to think like the builders." As the dust settled around the newly opened entrance, the team prepared for their first look inside. What treasures awaited them in the darkness beyond? The answer to that question would soon change everything we thought we knew about ancient history. What did they see upon opening the tomb? The heavy stone door creaked open like an ancient whisper, releasing a rush of 5,000-year-old air into the modern world. Dr. Emily Carter's flashlight beam cut through the darkness, revealing a sight that left the entire archaeological team speechless. The tomb of King Solomon, untouched by time, stretched before them like a golden dream come true. The first chamber sparkled with an otherworldly glow as thousands of gold particles danced in the air. The walls, unlike typical ancient tombs, displayed pristine condition with vibrant murals depicting Solomon's legendary wisdom. The team stood frozen, their modern equipment contrasting sharply with the ancient splendor surrounding them. A massive golden throne dominated the center of the chamber, its armrests carved into roaring lions. The seat cushion, remarkably preserved, still held the impression of its last occupant. Precious gems studded the throne's surface, creating patterns that seemed to move in the shifting light. Dr. Hughes noted how this matched biblical descriptions of Solomon's throne with its 6 steps and 12 lions. The air felt thick with history as they discovered ceremonial objects scattered throughout the chamber. 7 branched menorahs stood sentinel at regular intervals, their gold surfaces untarnished by millennia. Incense burners, still containing ancient resins, sat ready as if waiting for the next royal ceremony. Most striking were the personal effects. Solomon's royal seal ring lay on a small table, its surface bearing the Star of David. Nearby, scrolls written in ancient Hebrew script promised to reveal untold stories of the wise king's reign. The team found delicate glass vials containing what appeared to be anointing oils, their fragrances somehow preserved across centuries. In one corner, they discovered something unexpected: a small private chamber filled with writing materials. This suggested Solomon spent time here in contemplation, perhaps composing some of his famous proverbs. The wooden writing desk, protected from decay by the tomb's perfect conditions, still held reed pens and inkwells. The archaeological team documented everything meticulously, knowing each artifact could rewrite history. They found evidence of trade with distant lands, Chinese silk fragments, African ivory carvings, and Indian spices in sealed containers. These findings confirmed Solomon's far-reaching influence and vast trading network. But the most enigmatic discovery waited in a shadowy alcove, a locked chest covered in mysterious symbols. Unlike anything previously found in archaeological records, this chest seemed to pulse with its own energy. Dr. Carter suspected it might contain the king's most precious possessions, but opening it would require careful study of the unusual locking mechanism. As the team prepared for detailed documentation, they couldn't shake the feeling that they'd barely scratched the surface. The first chamber alone contained enough artifacts to fill museums, but doorways leading deeper into the tomb promised even greater discoveries ahead. The question now wasn't just what they'd found, but what these treasures could tell us about Solomon's legendary wealth. As they moved toward the inner chambers, the team wondered if the stories of Solomon's riches had actually understated the truth. Are the legends of Solomon's wealth true? The archaeological team stood in awe as their flashlights revealed glimmers of gold that seemed to dance across the chamber walls. Like stars scattered across a midnight sky, precious metals and gems sparkled everywhere they looked. The legends of King Solomon's wealth weren't just stories. They were massive understatements. The tomb contained wealth beyond imagination, making Fort Knox look like a piggy bank. Golden artifacts lined the walls in neat rows, each piece telling its own story of ancient craftsmanship. The centerpiece of this treasure trove was Solomon's legendary throne. Made of pure gold and ivory, it featured 6 steps with 12 golden lions standing guard. Each lion represented one of the 12 tribes of Israel. The throne's armrests bore intricate carvings depicting scenes from Solomon's most famous judgments. Dr. Emily Carter's hands trembled as she examined a collection of solid gold vessels. These weren't just any containers, they were the sacred vessels used in Solomon's temple. Each piece bore inscriptions in ancient Hebrew, detailing its purpose and the specific ceremonies it served. The team discovered something extraordinary, evidence of Solomon's trading networks. Precious items from distant lands filled numerous chests. There were peacock feathers from India, ivory from Africa, and silk from China. These findings confirmed historical accounts of Solomon's far-reaching trade routes. Perhaps most stunning was the collection of precious stones. Emeralds the size of eggs, rubies that glowed like fire, and diamonds that could blind you if they caught the light just right. But one gem stood out, a mysterious blue stone scholars believe might be the famous shamir, mentioned in ancient texts as having supernatural properties. The wealth wasn't just in gold and jewels. The tomb contained perfectly preserved scrolls written in Solomon's own hand. These documents detailed his business transactions, diplomatic relationships, and most importantly, his famous wisdom teachings that weren't included in biblical accounts. One corner of the chamber held something unexpected, a collection of ancient musical instruments. These included the famous 10-stringed harp Solomon himself played, still intact after 5 millennia. The craftsmanship suggested these weren't just instruments, but works of art meant for royal ceremonies. The archaeological team estimated the tomb's contents could be worth billions in today's market. However, the historical and cultural value far exceeds any monetary worth. Each artifact provides unprecedented insights into ancient Israeli royal life and commerce. Modern analysis revealed something fascinating about the gold's composition. It matched perfectly with historical records of mines in Ophir, proving Solomon's famous gold-gathering expeditions were real. The purity levels of the gold exceeded modern refinement capabilities. But among all these riches, one simple clay tablet caught everyone's attention. It contained Solomon's personal reflections on wealth, eerily echoing his words in Ecclesiastes. "He who loves money will not be satisfied with money." Even surrounded by unimaginable riches, the wise king understood true value lay elsewhere. As the team prepares to examine more mysterious artifacts, they can't help but wonder what other secrets these ancient treasures might reveal. The next chamber promises to hold even more fascinating discoveries that could reshape our understanding of biblical history. Stick to the very end to find out. Mysterious artifacts discovered inside. The team's hearts raced as they unveiled an array of mystifying artifacts within Solomon's tomb. Like pieces of an ancient puzzle, each discovery painted a vivid picture of the legendary king's life and reign. A golden scepter adorned with lapis lazuli caught the archaeologists' attention first. The craftsmanship showed remarkable precision that would challenge even modern artisans. Dr. Carter noted how the intricate patterns matched descriptions from ancient Hebrew texts. The team uncovered a collection of scrolls sealed in copper cylinders. These precious documents remained remarkably preserved thanks to the tomb's perfect environmental conditions. Initial translations revealed previously unknown wisdom writings attributed to Solomon himself. A peculiar mechanical device baffled the researchers. The bronze contraption featured interlocking gears and dials covered in ancient Hebrew markings. Some experts suggest it might be an early astronomical calculator used to track celestial movements. The discovery of Solomon's personal seal ring sent shockwaves through the archaeological community. The ring bore the six-pointed star design and matched historical accounts perfectly. Testing confirmed the gold dated back to exactly 970 BCE. Among the most intriguing finds was a crystal orb filled with an unknown liquid. When light hits it just right, the substance creates mesmerizing patterns across the tomb walls. Scientists are still analyzing its chemical composition. The team found ceremonial robes woven with gold thread and precious stones. The garment's preservation quality stunned textile experts, who claimed such craftsmanship shouldn't have been possible in that era. A collection of exotic spices and perfumes in alabaster jars lined one chamber wall. These aromatic treasures came from trade routes spanning Africa to India. Some specimens represent extinct plant species unknown to modern botany. Perhaps most fascinating was a series of coded tablets describing advanced mathematical concepts. The numerical systems suggest Solomon's kingdom possessed scientific knowledge far beyond what historians previously believed possible. Hidden compartments revealed diplomatic correspondence with ancient kingdoms, including Egypt and Phoenicia. These letters shed new light on political alliances and trade relationships of the biblical era. The archaeological team discovered musical instruments unlike any seen before. The unique designs hint at sophisticated acoustic engineering that predates similar developments by centuries. A mysterious black box covered in warnings and seals drew intense speculation. Following careful analysis, researchers determined it contained detailed maps of underground tunnels beneath Jerusalem's Temple Mount. Every artifact challenged existing theories about ancient technological capabilities. The level of advancement suggested in these finds forces historians to reconsider the sophistication of Solomon's reign. As word spread about these discoveries, experts from various fields rushed to study the implications. Each item seemed to unlock new questions about humanity's past achievements and capabilities. The tomb's treasures continue revealing their secrets through ongoing research and analysis. Like a window into the past, these artifacts offer unprecedented insights into one of history's most enigmatic rulers. The next phase of investigation would focus on something even more remarkable: ancient inscriptions that could rewrite history as we know it. The messages carved into the tomb's walls held clues that would shake the foundations of modern archaeological understanding. Care to find out? Don't go anywhere. What do the inscriptions reveal about ancient times? The ancient walls of Solomon's tomb tell stories beyond mere decorative markings. Dr. Emily Carter's eyes widened as she traced her fingers along the intricate Hebrew inscriptions. Like whispers from the past, these messages painted a vivid picture of life during Solomon's reign. The most striking discovery came from the Eastern Wall. A previously unknown prayer revealed Solomon's private thoughts about leadership. "May wisdom guide my hand as stars guide sailors," the inscription read. This poetic metaphor offered a glimpse into the king's personal struggles with power. The team uncovered astronomical charts etched into the ceiling. These markings matched perfectly with star positions from 3,000 years ago. The ancient Israelites possessed far more advanced scientific knowledge than historians previously believed. These celestial maps showed precise calculations for seasonal changes and lunar cycles. Hidden behind a false panel, the archaeologists found diplomatic correspondence. These letters exposed complex political relationships between ancient kingdoms. Trade agreements with Egypt, Phoenicia, and distant lands proved Solomon's influence stretched further than biblical accounts suggested. The tomb's western wall held medical knowledge. Detailed descriptions of healing practices mixed both practical remedies and spiritual guidance. One inscription described using honey for wound treatment, a method science has recently proven effective. These medical texts could revolutionize our understanding of ancient healthcare. Several inscriptions mentioned the mysterious Queen of Sheba. These writings finally confirmed her existence beyond religious texts. The messages described her not just as Solomon's visitor, but as a powerful ally who shared knowledge about agriculture and water management. The most puzzling messages appeared in code. Dr. Robert Hughes spent weeks deciphering these encrypted texts. They revealed secret building techniques used in constructing the first temple. These architectural insights could explain how ancient builders achieved such remarkable precision without modern tools. Near the burial chamber, craftsmen left their marks. These signatures included personal notes about their work on the tomb. One touching message read, "For our wise king, we built this with love." Such intimate details humanized the grand project's scope. The inscriptions also contained warnings. Several texts spoke of catastrophic events that would unfold if the tomb's sanctity was violated. While some team members joked about curses, others noted these warnings might have helped preserve the tomb for millennia. Musical notations carved into the northern wall surprised everyone. These ancient scores could help recreate the sounds of Solomon's court. The discovery might bridge a 3,000-year gap in musical history. Experts are working to interpret these mysterious melodies. The sheer volume of writing suggests Solomon's tomb served as more than a burial place. It functioned as a library, preserving knowledge for future generations. Each wall held different subjects, organized like chapters in a vast stone book. As researchers continue their analysis, more secrets emerge daily. The inscriptions provide an unprecedented window into ancient Israeli society. They reveal a sophisticated civilization that valued knowledge, art, and scientific advancement. What does this discovery mean for modern history? The discovery of King Solomon's tomb stands like a bridge across time, connecting our modern world to an ancient realm of wisdom and power. This groundbreaking find has sent shockwaves through the academic community and challenged everything we thought we knew about biblical archaeology. The tomb's existence transforms Solomon from a legendary figure into a flesh and blood ruler. Physical evidence found inside matches historical records with stunning accuracy, including diplomatic seals that confirm trade relations with the Queen of Sheba. These artifacts paint a picture of a sophisticated international network that rivals our modern global economy. The architectural mastery of the tomb reveals advanced engineering techniques that shouldn't have existed in 3000 BCE. The precise geometric patterns and complex locking mechanisms suggest that ancient civilizations possessed knowledge that was lost to time. Like pieces of a puzzle finally falling into place, these findings force historians to rewrite entire chapters of human achievement. Modern technology continues to uncover hidden chambers and passages within the tomb complex. Each new finding adds another piece to the historical puzzle, suggesting that Solomon's kingdom was more technologically advanced than we imagined. Like opening a Russian nesting doll, each discovery reveals another layer of mystery. The tomb's preservation techniques have revolutionized our understanding of ancient embalming practices. The methods used show sophistication that rivals Egyptian mummification, suggesting cultural exchange between these ancient powers. This knowledge could influence modern conservation methods. Climate data extracted from the tomb's materials provides valuable information about environmental conditions 3,000 years ago. This data helps scientists better understand climate change patterns and their historical impact on human civilization. The past literally speaks to us about our future. Perhaps most importantly, this discovery proves that many ancient myths may have more truth than fiction. Like a lighthouse piercing through fog, it illuminates the path to understanding our shared human heritage and challenges us to question what else might be waiting to be discovered. The implications ripple through every field of study, from archaeology to theology, from engineering to environmental science. As we continue to analyze this remarkable find, one thing becomes clear: our understanding of ancient civilization will never be the same. The discovery has challenged several long-held beliefs about King Solomon's reign. Dr. Carter points to evidence suggesting that the architectural sophistication of the tomb far exceeds what historians previously thought possible for that era. Dr. Carter's team has identified over 300 unique artifacts within the tomb, each telling its own story. The most significant finding, she reveals, is a series of tablets containing what appears to be Solomon's personal writings. These aren't just royal decrees. They're intimate thoughts about leadership, justice, and human nature. The discovery has personal meaning for Dr. Carter, too. When I started this project, colleagues called it a fool's errand, she admits with a knowing smile. Now, we're rewriting history books. Her persistence has paid off in ways she never imagined, much like Solomon's own legendary wisdom, proving its worth through time. The implications of these findings stretch far beyond archaeology. Dr. Carter explains how the tomb's construction techniques could influence modern architectural practices. The preserved organic materials might hold secrets about ancient medicine, while the metallurgy of the artifacts challenges our understanding of Bronze Age technology. What excites her most is what's still unknown. Every answer we find leads to 10 new questions, she says, gesturing to a wall of photographs documenting the excavation. This tomb isn't just about the past, it's about our future understanding of human civilization. Dr. Carter's team continues their meticulous work, documenting every detail with state-of-the-art technology. Their findings will fill academic journals for years to come, but she insists this discovery belongs to everyone. History isn't just for historians, she states firmly. It's our shared human story. As the sun sets over the excavation site, Dr. Carter's enthusiasm remains undimmed. Like Solomon's wisdom, some things truly are timeless. Her final words echo with possibility. We've only scratched the surface of what this tomb can teach us. One can only imagine the excitement that came with unraveling this centuries-long mystery. The conversation with Dr. Carter leaves us wondering, what would we do if we discovered such a magnificent piece of history? Let's explore that thought and kindly drop your views in the comments. With this, we have come to the end of this video.